one of the big headlines across the Wall Street Journal this morning was that Kim Kardashian, the reality TV star and entrepreneur, and a former Carlyle Group partner, are launching a private equity firm, and the firm is going to focus on consumer businesses and media businesses. And when I read the article, I thought, one, it's a clever move in terms of just making investments, and because, put simply, business really is about two things. I mean, it's about capital and visibility. And 6 and 7, I think, small businesses fail, and typically, I reckon you can put it down to one of those two kind of factors. Either they run out of money because they didn't have enough, maybe capital to start, or that they weren't able to bootstrap enough revenue to maintain viability, or did they not have enough visibility to attract the customers that they needed to generate cash flow to be the lifeline of the company. And I mean, on the surface, of course, it's a good PR move for the new firm, which is going to be called Sky, SKKY. Great PR, of course. If anything that you tack on with Kim Kardashian seems to be able to generate enough press to really make the rounds. But the idea behind the firm, at least the article was saying, was that it was kind of blending two really important aspects of private equity, of doing business, of investments, of making businesses viable. Because at the end of the day, private equity is about putting money into a company or buying portions of companies, buying entire companies even, and making them more profitable, generate more revenue, and then kind of flipping them a little bit later. You typically, within a few years, up to many years later. And with the investment experience that the Carlyle Group partner, or the former Carlyle Group partner, brings to the table, and then with the social media influence and just the kind of visibility that Kim Kardashian can bring to any company, you've got really a potent mixture where I reckon you can make really big returns very quickly because of the social media side. I mean, I think Kim Kardashian has one of her companies, Skims, I think it's called, is valued at $3 billion. She has a track record of being a great marketer, if nothing else. I mean, the ability to put products out into the market and then have a multi-billion-dollar valuation it shows skill somewhere, and it's definitely on the visibility side. And so, these investments that they'll be able to make into companies, and then just do a little bit of kind of visibility work, will jump the valuations up enormously, or almost immediately. And so they can probably generate pretty big returns relatively quickly. Now the interesting part is the kind of the inflows. So when this PE firm Sky goes out and tries to get institutional money or whatever kind of money that they're going to try and grab to make the investments, I'm very curious to know if the profile helps there. I reckon, of course, it does. It always does. But how big is this fund going to be? That's going to be interesting. But you're blending two powerful forces here, with again, the fame and the presence of a Kim Kardashian, and the expertise of a Carlyle Group partner. I think it just speaks like a really good idea. And when I read the article, I immediately thought of kind of really, business boils down to a couple factors, and I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but just the idea that if you've got enough money and you've got enough visibility, you can make any business viable and any business successful. And so, in the absence of one, you've got to be strong in the other. So if you're a bootstrapped entrepreneur, if you're a bootstrapped small business owner, hopefully you put a lot of your eggs into making sure that you're visible, whether that's through PR, whether that's through social media, whether that's through search engine automation. It doesn't matter what it is. You need to find visibility for your product and service and company. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to generate or attract the customers to generate cash flow. And or alternatively, which seems to be the thing over the last, 5, 15 years, companies get flush with cash, and you can somehow find product market fit at some point if you've got enough runway. So neat idea, neat premise, I think. And I think this is, to me, it looks like it's a no-brainer. This, I think, is going to work. So let me know what you think in the comment section below about Kim Kardashian and this former Carlyle Group partner launching a private equity firm. Should they have launched some other kind of firm? I'd be curious to know if you have any thoughts there. But and whether you think that business is as simple as money and visibility. I'm very interested to know what you think.